Hey everyone, welcome to Beyond 50 Skin. Today is going to be a quick get ready with me style. I'm going to be talking about everything I'm doing for the aesthetic of my neck. Without further ado, we're going to jump into a little bit of a get ready with me style video. I just jumped out of the shower, dried my hair. I have been using the No Yellow Finola shampoo about every 2 weeks, and it really makes my hair look amazing. So that's not what this video is about, but I wanted to remind you guys about that because it's really extra white on the days that I use my Finola purple shampoo. So if you're in your gray hair journey, that's something you might like to try. So let's move on to today's topic, which is all about the creepiness and the neck wrinkles that accumulate as we kind of zoom up to our 50 years and our beyond 50 years. So I've zoomed right past 50, and along with the increased wrinkling of my face, my neck has also sort of suffered along the way. And it's one area that's really delicate to address. And there are not a whole lot of things that you can do out there that really improve the look of it. You know, tretinoin and retin-A and all the vitamin A derivatives tend to be irritating. And so what can we do about the neck? So during my last appointment for my Botox, I decided to talk to my doctor, my dermatologist, about getting a consultation for Platysmal band Botox. And so today is day 1 after having Platysmal band Botox placed. And so I want to kind of talk to you a little bit about the prep routine that I did yesterday and kind of show you what I am doing today. Today would be my AM skincare routine post day 1 of Platysmal band Botox. So yesterday I just washed up really gently. Before all my Botox appointments, I keep it really minimal. I just used Cetaphil. I'm finishing this up. I got this eons ago. It's not my favorite morning cleanse, but it is really gentle. And so basically before my Botox appointments, I always just do a simple, easy cleanse. And I don't wear makeup. I don't wear any moisturizer actually. I want to limit any potential irritants to my skin on the day that I get Botox. I had my consultations, and so we decided that my neck actually would benefit from some Botox placement because I had really strong platysmal band contraction. That's just the way the sort of light or sort of thin sheet of muscle from my chin to my collarbone, which is where it attaches, had a really strong pull. And so for me personally, I would likely benefit from some Botox placement. The typical number of units for a platysmal band placement is between 20 and 50, and I had right sandwiched in the middle, 38 units. And just as a side note, I try to save on my Botox appointments by joining the LA program. That's a loyalty program that you can do through your dermatologist, and you get a little bit of a discount. And I always schedule, if I have any tips and tricks for saving money, I always want to share them with you. I always schedule my Botox appointments every 4 to 6 months is kind of what I've gotten into a routine doing. But I always place them during the time when they're having their special events. Most dermatologist offices offer discounts, you know, certain times throughout the year. So always make sure you check that out and ask about that and when they're upcoming so that you can save as much as you possibly can. Botox runs about between 10 and $20 per unit. And like I said, I had 38 units placed, as well as my Botox that I typically do along my brow and just tiny little bits along my crow's feet. I always like to keep a little bit of movement in my forehead, and I kind of go for more of a relaxed look. And as you do Botox over time, you kind of get that sort of more aesthetically relaxed look. I don't like the full Botox where you kind of have no lines, no wrinkles. I think at 50 plus, that might be a little obvious. And so I tweak the number of units that I get, and I talk to my dermatologist, and we have a close relationship on how many units I like placed and where they're placed. But that is really important, that you go to a medical provider that knows where to place your Botox so you don't get the brow drop, and you can work with them on a close relationship on how much you actually want. An aesthetic is such a personal choice. Not everybody agrees with the same aesthetic. And I want to remind everybody that I respect anyone's choice, whether they do medical aesthetic procedures or not. Everyone's risk-benefit analysis is different. And so I just wanted to once again remind you that I welcome you here, whether you do medical aesthetic procedures or don't, but I always like to share and be upfront about what I'm having done and what's helping me improve my medical aesthetic, or improve my aesthetics. And it always gives me a sense of well-being to kind of look refreshed. It always gives me a mood boost. So that's how it works for me. And I know that's not the same for everyone, but I just wanted to kind of share the purpose behind why I choose to get Botox done. After my appointment, I don't even wear sunscreen. I just grab a hat and sunglasses, and I typically plan my day around not doing any outdoor activities. And I know you can put, some doctors allow you to put a mineral sunscreen after, especially if you're going to be outdoors, you need to put some sunscreen on. But like I said, I kind of plan my day around not going out. And let me talk a little bit about the Botox placement. So in areas along my neck, they placed about 38 little injections of Botox. And what that's supposed to do is to relax the platysmal band so that it doesn't give that pull and stretch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pictures. I took a picture yesterday. I'm going to take a 1-week picture and a 2-week picture, and I'll pop them in at the end of this video. So this video will kind of be a delayed upload, but at least I'll have a history of sort of how the treatment went, and I'll probably pop in a couple comments at the end of this to let you know what the result was. And like I said, you always need to go to a medical professional because Botox has side effects, and you want to discuss those side effects with your provider before you agree to any type of neurotoxin injection. Also, the first day you need to stay upright for at least 4 hours. You need to make sure that you're not doing any aggressive exercise. You're not doing any type of pressure to your face or massage. All can cause sort of your face to flush and get red and inflamed, and you want to limit any type of blood flow to the face just to get your best results from your Botox. You want to get your money's worth. So I kind of really strategically plan when I'm getting my Botox treatments to avoid any of these type activities. I don't do my new face the next day because that would cause pressure, or any kind of massage. Just let it be for the first few days. I do wear mineral sun. I'll show you my little routine that I do the following day. I wear sunscreen, and I also use a little anti-bruising homeopathic arnica gel to prevent any bruising. So day one, like I said, just a quick cleanse and out the door with my hat. That night, I honestly don't do anything. I've already cleansed my face. They've already cleansed my face when I was at the dermatologist's office, and I don't do any products. No acids, no tretinoin, nothing at night. Maybe a little bit of moisturizer before I go to bed if I'm really tight and my skin is feeling like it really needs it, but that would be it. The next morning, I wake up, again, gentle cleanser and a light moisturizer. And under my moisturizer, I always put arnica gel. Now, it's debatable whether this actually prevents bruising, but as my dermatologist says, it certainly can't hurt and it probably will help. Botox can cause bruising in the points where they have done the injections. Mine, I don't look like, usually it shows up by now whether I'm going to get any bruising. I think I lucked out and haven't really gotten any. Maybe one right here along my neck you might be able to see. The neck cream that I've been using lately is by Dermalogica. It's a really nice moisturizer, but honestly, any neck cream is just basically a moisturizer. There's nothing special about this. It has peptides, it has shea butter, and it's an amazing moisturizing cream, but it's not, it's definitely not going to resolve a crepey neck. It's not going to resolve like the permanent banding that I have, the horizontal necklace line bands that I have, and it certainly wasn't going to improve my stringy neck. That was just a matter of muscle pull. So there are limitations to, of course, all topical skincare. So I can't believe it. It's been 2 weeks since I had my Platysmal band Botox injections, and it's time for a check-in. I will be going through some still pictures of before, about 2 weeks before I had them, 1 week during, and I didn't take stills on my 1 week, but I have some dynamic footage that will show you kind of the results. And then my stills from today and some dynamic video from today, and we'll see what we think about the results from my Botox injections. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you some still pictures first. These pictures were taken before I had my injections. I think about 2 weeks before I had my injections. And then there's a dynamic video where I just show some head turns, left and right. And the next set of video is going to be my 1 week out. So here's 1 week, dynamic head turns. And as you can see, when I do a pull at 1 week, I can still activate my right platysmal band. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the footage that I took this morning. Here's my dynamic video. And coming up, still pictures, turning right and turning left. And then one more of my dynamic video that I'm showing you. Now I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparison of my still pictures before and my still pictures after, and we can decide whether we think this was worth it. So here's before, here's after, here's before, and here's after. Now, I think I might have my head tilted up just slightly on the after picture when my head's turned to the left. So that might be a little misleading. But I think overall, in my comparison, I'm not sure this was worth it. I can still activate my platysmal bands. I think it's a little softer under my chin. I don't know. I don't think, well, I might try it once more, but I don't think this is going to be part of my regular self-care routine. I just don't think it was worth it for the cost. So let me know what you think. Check out the pictures, go forward, go backward, reverse, compare, and give me your opinion. Maybe you have a different opinion than I do, but I'm not quite sure this was worth it. I have had a really strong platysmal band pull my whole life. Maybe it would take more units to override the strength of my muscle pull. I'm not quite sure. So like I said, I'm not sure this will be part of my regular beauty routine. I'm not sure that I really got the bang for my buck that I was expecting. I was really expecting for everything to be really calm and not to really be able to override while I'm speaking the pull in my neck. So be that as it may. So what else am I doing for my neck rejuvenation? I wanted to tell you a little bit about a vitamin A derivative that I am trying. I was talking earlier about how it's difficult to use vitamin A for the neck because it's so irritating, but Acleef is triferotene. It is a new vitamin A derivative. It's supposed to go after a few of our vitamin A receptors in our skin and so supposedly be less irritating. So I'm going to be doing a review on my feelings about Acleef, but I wanted to let you know that's also what I'm doing for my neck rejuvenation. And today again, I put on my neck renewal cream. It's just a great, by Dermatology. It's just a great moisturizer. It's really hydrating, but you could use any moisturizer you have. Keeping the neck moisturized is really important, and keeping your sunscreen on your neck is also extremely important. All right, and today is a special day. It's going to be September 2nd, which is the Dermatology. Actually, Dermatology is having a sale today too. I'll put that down in the description. They're having like, you spend X amount and then you get X amount off. And I'm not sure you can stack my code with that deal. They haven't gotten back to me yet. You can try it, see what you think at the checkout. But also today is Ulta's September 2nd sale, and that means I'm purchasing my Borean CC cream that I like a lot. Now, this is a tiny little tube, I know, and it's one of those, I'm wearing it today. I absolutely love it. This is in the color Claire, so it has a little bit of pink undertone, and it's one of those flex tones, so it comes out white, and then it kind of blends in. And I really like it. I kind of just don't want to waste it. It has SPF 25, which isn't quite enough for me, especially if I'm going to be spending time outdoors, so I will layer another sunscreen over it. This is a chemical sunscreen, so if you're sensitive, this might not be the right one for you, but if you're not, then you might be wanting to try it. And it's got a very light fragrance that dissipates, so it definitely doesn't linger. Another item that's, I don't know if there are any sales going on this week. I will dig around and put them in a link below, but I wanted to call this out. It's the Color Science Lip Shine in Rose. I just received this and I absolutely love it. I have a hard time finding an SPF for my lips that gives me a little color that I really like, that doesn't dry out. Now, all sunscreens on your lips are going to dry out a little bit, but this has been my best bet so far. I really, really, really like this. It's a really pretty color, kind of a neutral color. And if I can find a deal for this, I will put it down below in the description. So that kind of wraps up my Platysmal band experience. It wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. If you've ever had your Platysmal bands injected with Botox before to kind of soften that look, let me know down in the comments below if you had any or had better results than I did. Or maybe as you look at these pictures, you're seeing more than I am. I just was expecting something quite dramatic, like with my brows. I just get a nice softening of my forehead and my brows when I get Botox, and I definitely don't feel like that was the case for my neck area. But like I said, there's other things that I'm doing for my neck, keeping it nice and hydrated, keeping my sunscreen on, and trying a little less potent of a vitamin A derivative. As always, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate the time you spend with me, and I'm wishing you living life to the fullest in your very best skin every day. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.